Hey, how's it going? I'm Adam and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be implementing a new segment to the channel called Analog Rewind, a name that I've been thinking about for some time and even consulted with the oracles. I will be basically talking about photos I've taken outside my channel. Yes, I do take photos for myself. Talk about stuff that I won't be making a full video on, but still give you my 2 cents. And just like 2 cents, it doesn't carry much weight. And finally, talking about my most recent YouTube video that you probably didn't watch to the end, just like this one. Anyway, that's what Analog Rewind will be about, and I plan to make it every 3 to 4 months. So enough of the intro and let's get started. Well, I think it finally happened, everyone. When it comes to my 35mm camera collection, I think I'm finally satisfied and realized that the Nikon F3 and the Leica R8 are my end game. For now. So I don't intend to buy another body, but instead invest in lenses and filters. Recently I picked up a new old 28mm AI lens for the Nikon F3, cause apparently the street photography community won't take you seriously if you shoot with a nifty 50. I picked it up for about $200 and I gotta say I'm happy that I did. It forces me to be a bit more intimate in my photography. I have been shooting with the 50mm for so long that it sort of made me too comfortable and constantly making me repeat the same compositions. Now that I have a wider field, it gives me a fresh perspective and brings a little bit of fun back in my photography, making me think differently than I usually do, which is probably for the best cause I haven't been making a lot of good decisions lately, like ordering Mickey D's past midnight or trying Phone Pan 200. Yeah, never again. Here's some photos I've taken on a recent photo walk with Jacob shot on Kodak's BWX, and I love them. Thanks to the 28mm, it adds more to the story, making it more interesting and forcing you to add a couple of seconds of looking to see the whole picture. Especially this one. Thanks to the wider lens, I was able to catch, you know, photography wise, not literally, these 4 people that are creating this triangle. Or I think it's a triangle. I suck at geometry. I am also a fan of this gyro stand. With a 50, it would have been boring. But with the 28, we're able to capture the lunch hour chaos, and it sort of feels like we're actually a part of the image, thanks to me being so close to the crowd. So being a film photographer nowadays is actually exciting. You've probably heard or seen every YouTuber make a video about it. Rico/Pentax gave us a new half-frame camera called Pentax 17. Now I won't be making a full video about it or going over the specs. That's because you can basically click on any YouTube film photography channel and find videos that are way better than I could ever do. Now since its release it received mixed opinions, and on Twitter it got piled on. Yeah, I refuse to call it X. But I don't think it deserved all that negativity in my opinion. The main reason why people were hating on it so much, that's because the photographers who were keeping film alive all this time were sort of disappointed that it wasn't a 35mm camera or the longer awaited Pentax 673. Which I sort of get both sides, and to be honest, I'm not really a half frame enthusiast due to its smaller negative. But I gotta admit, for a half frame, from what I've seen, the lens is really sharp and good. Plus you are also able to take diptychs, which is always fun to say quickly and loud. Pentax said they wanted to welcome beginners to the world of eBay regrets. I'm gonna close the window, my neighbor started construction. I'm back. Anyway, it sort of makes sense. Film can be expensive when you add the cost of development, scan, and film, but being able to shoot 72 photos on one roll is definitely enticing and welcoming. Now, some might argue quality over quantity, but I actually know photographers who just want to capture memories on film instead of on their iPhone, and not make art and later get 5 likes on Instagram for it. Plus, throw in the small size and it completely makes sense for those types of photographers. A simple EDC. But I am happy that it was made, and it does give me hope that Pentax will continue this journey and will give us the long awaited Pentax 673. Cause there is only so much old Pentax 67 failing on me that I can take. First of all, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching my most recent video on the Leica R8 and for the amazing feedback. To me, having 2,000 views is just mind-blowing, so once again, thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it. The Leica R8 is a camera that is really special to me, and hopefully I was able to give it a decent video. I really love making these sort of travel slice of life videos where I go away for the weekend and show you a city here in Poland while trying to take average photos along the way. I shot 3 rolls there. HP5 pushed 2 stops, the only way to shoot it, Kodak 250D, my go-to color film, and finally CineStill 800t, but shot at 400 to sort of get away with shooting it during the day. Now that time has passed, sadly 800t was a choice that I regret. Now I had a couple of possible bangers, but sadly being a tungsten balance film, even though overexposed, it was still sorta too blue for me. I don't know, maybe if I added the warming filter it would have worked, but honestly the more I think about it, I should just stop trying to make tungsten balance film work during the day. Like I mentioned in the video, 250D, portrait, or even Lomo purple would have worked perfectly. I mean, it's cool to experiment and try new things, especially in the world of film photography, but sometimes you should just use things for what they are meant for. Like using a frying pan to cook instead of using it to hide from the rain. I mean, you could, but probably using an umbrella is for the best. But other than that, I did come home with photos that I'm happy with, especially the HP5 ones taken on the beach. I really just might be a black and white shooter instead of a color shooter. Also, another thing that I really love about that video, I mentioned that I enjoyed this unconventional design, and when I posted it, people in the comment section agreed with me and disagreed. And it was really cool to see the difference of opinion. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this little segment. I know it's a bit different and more chilled than my other videos, which is just a fun way of saying boring. So let me know if you enjoyed it, and I'll continue making these videos every 3 to 4 months. Sort of treat it like film photography catch up. Anyway, like, subscribe, you know, do all that jazz, and I'm off to watch Cowboy Bebop. Take care. That's why the R8 is superior
To what?
to the Holger.
Oh yeah, that was absolutely.